We ready? All right. First of all, you got to give all the credit in the world to Coach Calhoun and his football team. They outcoached us and outplayed us today. It was a disappointing loss, but they deserve all the credit. We could not stop them defensively. They basically did whatever they wanted, fullback, quarterback, the perimeter game. And offensively, we turned the ball over 3 times, and you can't do that against an option football team. And we talked about going in the game. We couldn't turn the ball over. We had to maximize possessions, and we did not maximize our possessions. We knew we would have less plays, 54 plays, 3 turnovers, the difference in the game. No matter how many points they scored, we felt like we can answer, but you can't do that turning the ball over. Questions?
Mike, you mentioned that they seem to do everything at will. Were you guys able to make any adjustments on defense throughout that game?
We were playing a couple different fronts and a couple different coverages. They did a nice job of checking to the plays. And the thing to me that was disappointing is we did not knock them back. They were finishing runs. They were knocking us backwards. Their fullback, their tailback, their quarterback. He slid a couple times, but we had a chance to get some guys on the ground to hopefully get ahead of the chains, and they were able to finish runs for extra 2, extra 4, extra 6 yards. We did not tackle well. We did not get off blocks well in the perimeter, and hats off to them for executing. Yeah, I mean, we've played, what's this, our 5th conference game. In 4 conference games, he's had 12 touchdowns and no interceptions. And, and today, really the last one, I think the wind caught it a little bit, and our guy had a chance to make the ball. But the 2 plays were forces. He made a lot of plays for us too, but, when you turn the ball over against a team, when you only have it 18 minutes and they have it, close to 42 minutes, it's magnified with the turnovers. We had 3. They had 1. You lose the turnover battle, you're usually going to lose the game.
Mike, are you more stunned the fact you kind of regressed against the option from a week later? No tackles for loss or anything like that?
It's disappointing. I thought we had a good mindset. I thought we were ready to play. They out-executed us today.
Mike, potentially has this been building the last couple of weeks? The defense has been struggling compared to where they were later this year. Do you feel like the defense is regressing a little bit?
I mean, I think Air Force outplayed us today. I got to go and look at the film, but it was pretty obvious. We didn't stop anything today. They're good at what they do offensively. I knew coming into this game. They're the leading scoring team in the league. They execute at a high level no matter who they play. And, we knew it was going to be a high-scoring game and knew we were going to have to, answer on offense, and we didn't do that with 3 turnovers. Now, would I like to get a stop? Yes, but, we didn't, and we still we did get the 1 stop with a turnover and had the lead, and we just were not able, to keep pace with them offensively.
Do you feel like your team pressed it all a little bit more today than it has? You've had some adversity in the past, been able to overcome it. Today it seemed like you counted mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, with the turnovers, we did definitely, wanted to stay aggressive in the game and called that pass. The first pick that went for the interception, staying aggressive, we just got whipped, and it happens sometimes, and that's where you got to be smart. Don't turn a bad play into catastrophe. And then 2nd week in a row, we have a touchdown run to get called back for a holding. And those are self-inflicted wounds that you can't do. You got to realize that, you execute at a high level, and then sometimes when things aren't perfect, you try to do too much. And those were examples of trying to do too much and just playing the next down. And we didn't do that today. Defensively, they just did what they wanted to us at will.
Mike, with how well Air Force has run the ball, which teams run out the clock, what went into your decision point there?
It was 4th and long, and the percentages aren't good. The percentages were hopefully in our favor that we were about to get a stop, and then we executed the punt perfectly and had them on the 2-yard line. Then they fumble the first snap and get them in 2nd and long, so we're ahead of the chains. And got to give them credit. They were able to put together a great job. That was a difference in the game.
I know you need to look at the film, but did you feel like one of the vantage points that you had was whoever had the quarterback was slow getting there?
Yeah, we did not rotate very well. We were trying to slow play the pitch a little bit to let our rotation get there, but we didn't get off blocks during the game and did not get over the top. They were doing a great job backside. and sometimes it's the backside pursuit that gets there, that runs the alley, and we didn't do a good job of that.
The truth is, even with this loss, you can still play for what you want to, and that's the conference title. What did you kind of, I guess, talk to your
My
team
message to the team was we got our ass kicked today. We got our ass kicked. And if we're who we say we are, coaches and players, you respond. You don't react, because outside of that locker room will be reaction. It will be reaction about coaches are terrible, players are terrible, defense, offense terrible, but we control what we control in our locker room, and we respond. And you go back to work, and you do it with the right mindset of what I expect out of this football team. There's no hiding the fact that we got our ass kicked today. And it should hurt and ought to be embarrassing. I'm embarrassed, that was what we put on the field today, and I'm in charge of that. I'm also in charge of getting us ready for Wyoming next week, and I plan to be ready.
Does that kind of, like you say, the embarrassment, does that hurt even a little more? You mentioned that these rivalry games, the trophy games are important.
Yeah, I mean, it hurt. I mean, every game's a damn trophy game. Every game is, and we came ready to play, but they came ready to play more than us, and they whipped us. Well, we got to get off blocks. We got to tackle. I mean, that's defensive football, is playing hat and hands, getting off blocks and tackling. I don't know how many tackles we missed today, but it was too many. Well, I mean, I hope we're embarrassed. Not just defensively, but the whole football team, we're embarrassed today. And, the attitude I expect of what I told them, is, it's easy now, for people outside to criticize. That's part of it. That's part of being a coach. That's part of being a player. But the attitude and the culture should be to come back to work. If we feel sorry for ourselves, then we'll get embarrassed next weekend. But I don't expect our guys to feel sorry for ourselves. I expect us to line up and get ready to come back to work. All right, guys.